So I wanted to put out another video talking about Star Fox because I'm just super excited to see what the future is going to be for Star Fox moving forward, especially after the Super Mario Galaxy movie, because the Super Mario Galaxy movie did a lot of things, especially when it comes to the Star Fox franchise, like actually putting Fox McCloud in the spotlight again. And I just have so many things about this. Like, there's just so many things I can see happening when it comes to Star Fox's future just because of this very movie. And I'm going to get into all of that. So if you guys have anything that you want to say as well when it comes to this topic, of course, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. So when it comes to the future of the Star Fox franchise, this is something that I've been thinking about a lot recently, especially after everything that we just saw with Fox being featured in the Super Mario Galaxy movie, because it really made me sit there and realize just how long Star Fox has kind of been sitting in the background without getting that much attention compared to everything else that Nintendo has going on right now. And that's something that's been happening for years at this point. And when you really think about it, the last time Star Fox actually felt somewhat relevant outside of something like Super Smash Bros. Was all the way back during the Wii U era when we got a game around that time. And ever since then, it's like the franchise just hasn't been doing anything major to keep it in the spotlight, and that's kind of crazy when you really think about how iconic Fox is as a character. Because at the end of the day, you look at Nintendo's lineup, you got franchises like Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, Kirby, so many others constantly getting attention, constantly getting new releases, and constantly staying relevant. And then you got Star Fox just kind of sitting there in the distance where a lot of people, especially newer audiences, don't even really know what it is unless they were already fans of the series to begin with. So it almost got to the point where you had to ask yourself, like, who is Star Fox to the current generation of gamers? Because without new games or consistent exposure, it just slowly started fading out of the conversation. And that's exactly why what we just saw recently actually matters way more than it might seem at first. So the reason why I feel like Fox being featured in the Super Mario Galaxy movie is such a big deal isn't just because it was a cool moment or anything like that. It's because of what that moment actually does for the franchise moving forward. Because now you're putting Star Fox in front of a massive audience that might have never even seen this character before in their lives. And what I mean by that is there are people out there, especially kids, who went to go see that movie with their friends or their family, and that was their very first time seeing Fox. So now all of a sudden, you've got this character being introduced to a completely new generation, and that alone is huge when you're talking about a franchise that hasn't really been active like that in years. Because from that point forward, it naturally leads to curiosity. People are going to go online, they're going to look up who Fox is, they're going to find out about Star Fox, and then from there, some of them are even going to go back and play older games just to see what the franchise is all about and how everything came together. And that's exactly how you rebuild interest in something that's been quiet for a long time. And I even remember seeing something the other day where a kid watched the movie with his father, and the first thing that he did when he got home was play one of the old Star Fox games on the Nintendo 64. And that right there is exactly what I'm talking about, because that's real impact. That's Star Fox reaching somebody new and actually getting them interested enough to go experience it for themselves. And when you really sit there and think about it, this whole situation honestly feels like a very smart move from Nintendo. Because this doesn't feel random at all. It actually feels like something that could be setting up bigger things behind the scenes, especially when you take into account the rumors about a new Star Fox game possibly being in development. Because if that actually ends up being true, then everything starts to line up perfectly. You've got Fox being introduced to a massive audience through a movie, you've got people getting curious and going back to older games, and then right when the interest starts building up again, you drop a brand new Star Fox game, and now all those eyes are already there paying attention. And that's what makes this feel like more than just a cameo. It feels like a strategy, because attaching Star Fox to something as big as Mario automatically puts more attention on it. And Mario is already one of the biggest franchises in the world. So once you connect those two together, you're naturally going to have more people looking into Star Fox just off of that alone. So overall, I just feel like this was a really smart business move, and more importantly, I'm just really happy to see Fox finally getting some attention again. Because this is a franchise that has so much potential, and if they actually follow this up with something new, then Star Fox could easily start becoming relevant again, becoming popular again, and actually getting the spotlight that it deserves for a long time now. And that's what gets me so excited for the future of Star Fox, because I remember when I saw this in the movie theater when I watched the movie the other day, a lot of people were going crazy. They were happy. They were clapping their hands. They were just so happy to see Fox on the big screen alongside Mario, Peach, Luigi, Yoshi, etc. so on. It was just a great moment overall. Like I said, it's a smart business move because, like I said, Mario is one of the biggest franchises in the world. You attach him to Star Fox, you already have eyes on that franchise, and now looking at how much money the Super Mario Galaxy movie is making, that's just gonna have more eyes on the movie as days and days go by, where it starts making more and more money. And who is in that movie getting attention? Fox McCloud. And now we have rumors of a new game. When it comes to what was said from Nate the Hate, which I do believe him, he is a very accurate person. When it comes to a lot of these Nintendo rumors going around, or a Star Fox game is supposed to be releasing this summer, and I just feel like it's just smart. All the eyes on Fox and Super Mario Galaxy. Oh, hey, we're going to make a new game. Boom. You got a whole bunch of money coming at you because a lot of people already invested in Fox already just by watching that film alone. And they did the exact same thing with Donkey Kong. Like, Donkey Kong was a popular franchise, but they did the same thing when you had Donkey Kong in that film, and then you had the whole redesign, and you had Donkey Kong Bonanza and all that, and Donkey Kong Bonanza did very well. Like, I feel like we're on a good track, and I really hope this is a reoccurring thing with other franchises in the future when it comes to what Nintendo is planning to do next. But I am just so happy for the Star Fox franchise finally getting some attention. But if you guys have any thoughts of your own that you want to share with me, be sure to let me know in the comments. I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say about this and everything. Especially if there's some Star Fox fans out there. I would love to talk to you guys in the comments. And if you guys enjoyed this video, as always, be sure to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. If you guys want to follow me on my social media, be sure to check out my X, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. All the links are located in the description below, so be sure to follow me on there. Also, if you guys want to check out my Discord server, be sure to click on the link that's pinned in the comments so we can talk more about movies, TV shows, video games, etc. so on. I want to continue growing my Discord community, so be sure to check out the server. And of course, be sure to click on that bell for notifications so you guys are notified whenever I'm dropping a video on the channel. I hope all of you guys are having a fantastic day, wherever the day may be, if it's the daytime, the nighttime, or the evening. And I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, peace out.